Hi students, today we discuss third chapter of IED. Today we are starting our third chapter. The name of the chapter is Economic Reform since 1991. So under first unit we are having 3 chapters. Already we completed 2 chapters. We are doing now the last chapter. Okay, let me introduce the topic first. What do you mean by economic reforms? First we will see. Economic reforms, or otherwise called structural adjustment, is a long term multi-dimensional package of various policies like LPG, that is liberalization, privatization, globalization, and program for the speedy growth, efficiency in production, and make a competitive environment, that is to make a Indian economy world competitively. Economic reforms was adopted by Indian government since 1991. The economy of India had undergone significant policy shifts in the beginning of the 1990s. The new model or NEP reform, that is new economic policy reform, is commonly known as LPG model or LPG reform, that is liberalization, privatization, globalization reform, which replaced LPQ, that is licensing, permit and quotas. L refers to licensing, P refers to permit and Q refers to quotas. Already we followed this LPQ policy till 1990, that is from 1950 to 1990. Now that was replaced by the word LPG, that is liberalization, privatization and globalization. So therefore, under NEP policy, LPQ was eliminated by LPG since 1991. Okay, now we will see what are the reasons for implementing LPG policy, or what are the factors responsible for economic reforms. Why in 1991 we brought a new economic policy? What was the reason? The first reason is fall in foreign exchange reserve. If we come across our foreign exchange reserve, it was very bad, because as imports grew faster than exports. Our imports are more than exports, and the two, what happened to low foreign exchange reserve, that is it was $1.2 billion in January 1991. It was very low. So because of this low foreign exchange reserve, there was a compulsory reason that we have to change our economic reforms. And second reason for adopting a new economic policy was adverse BOP resulted repayment crisis. So adverse BOP, balance of payment, you know that exports equal to imports means favorable balance of trade. But here our imports are more than imports are more than exports. So we had a BOP problem, balance of payment problem, and that too it made to repay it. So this became a crisis. So this was the second reason why we just want to implement our new economic policy. And third reason for implementing LPG policy was mounting fiscal deficit. Here mounting means very heavy, mountainous range means it's too large. So mounting deficit as government expenditure grew faster than the revenue. There was a large and growing fiscal imbalance, that is gross fiscal deficit rose to 12.1% of GDP in 1991. That is high rate of deficit financing. Then point number 4, the fourth factor responsible for economic reforms, that is new economic reform, was rise in prices. Rising prices called as inflationary pressure, which has the negative impact on the investment also. So these rising prices had an impact on negative investment. People were not interested in investing also. So there was a high inflationary pressure in the nation, in our country. Inflationary pressure was double figure. That is in 1990 to 91, the inflationary rate was 13.87%. It was too high, because inflation can rise, it's a good condition, but maybe 1 or 2% only. But in 1990 to 91, if you see, the rising prices level was 13.87 percentage. It was very high. And point number 5, the reason for implementing LPG policy was failure of public enterprises. Because of growing inefficiency in the use of resources in public sector units, the result was very low return of high investments, because public sector investments are huge but the returns are very less. And even if you see, some public sector enterprises were running in loss at that time. So to safeguard these PSU loss making units, there's a need for implementing the new economic policy. And next, point number 6, the annual growth rate of Indian economy. We will see what was the annual rate of growth in Indian economy. It was actually stagnant, and that is around 3.5 percentage from 1950 to 1980s. So the percentage is very less in average growth rate of 3.5 percentage, while per capita income average rate was 1.3 percentage during this period, that is from 1950s to 1980. It was very low. And point number 7, the reason or factor responsible for economic reforms, new economic reforms, was Gulf crisis. So during at that time there was a Gulf war. You know that actually we import oil from Gulf countries. So to import this crude oil, already we had a crisis in our BOP problem. So this made a negative affected the BOP problem because of Gulf war, and it was a heavy burden to import the petroleum also. Then point number 8, collapse of Soviet bloc. So there was a collapse in Soviet Union country. Okay, so these are the reasons or factors responsible for new economic reforms in 1991. Therefore, the outcome, the result was LPG under NEP policy of 1991. That is, totally LPQ was replaced by LPG since 1991 onwards. Okay, now our next discussion is about new economic policy. What is this new economic policy? What it has what actually it implemented? We are going to see that. So new economic policy refers to economic reforms. They are the reforms introduced since 1991 to improve the productivity and profitability of our economy, because already you know that what was the position of our public sector undertakings. So to improve the production and profitability of our economy and to make our nation globally competitive. This is the main reason, because already we had inward strategy only, inward looking only trade or whatever if you take industry. So the main reason is to have a globally competitive market, that is to compete in the international market. New economic policy came. Okay, now let us see how these measures were actually implemented. That is, under new economic policy, what are the measures included in 1991? Okay, measures of new economic policy broadly divided into two measures, that is short run measures called stabilization measures and long term measures called structural adjustment measures. Okay, first we will see what are stabilization measures. Already we have seen that short term, immediately we have to see the immediate problems, economic problems. That is what it includes is stabilization measures are introduced by government to control rising prices. Already we discussed price rises in a double figure. So the immediate action or stabilization measure is to control the prices, to control the inflationary pressure within the country, and to control BOP problem, that is to make the foreign nations have trust on India. So to solve that BOP problem. And next one, to control the fall in foreign exchange reserve. Already we know our foreign exchange reserve condition was very less. So these are the short term measures, that is rising price should be controlled, and to check the BOP problem, and to control the falling foreign exchange reserve. So these are the short term measures we call them as stabilization measures, and next are the long term measures under new economic policy. We call it as a structural adjustment measures, that is overall structure of the economy to be changed. So they are long term policy measures at improving the efficiency of the economy for a long period and increasing its international competitiveness by removing the rigidity, that is unnecessary formalities like a licensing permit like that, no. So just to compete, what are favorable conditions to introduce LPG in various segments of Indian economy. Okay, in this a new economic policy of 1991, structural reforms can be seen with respect to liberalization, privatization, globalization. That is structural adjustment, that is long term measures, includes LPG only. So next class we will discuss in detail about this liberalization, privatization, globalization in detail. Thank you.